So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can depend on the smallest of margins.
The devil's in the detail, eh?
It is indeed, and I think these two sides will be feeling very good having made it through the group stage, but this will be a huge gauge and just...
Great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tagliafico. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Lautaro Martinez, he's having a pop! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is. But he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to...
Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he finish? That's really well cleared.
Argentina would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's gone for the shots. That was travelling. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
He is through here. Rights to Paul. It's a... And the finish! In again. That's a decent clearance. Tagliafico. Looking to play him in. It's a goal kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now this could be a chance.
The ball really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Molina. It's a good run down the right. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi. Molina. And it's Otamendi. Tagliafico. De Paul. Tagliafico. And he was quick to react.
This is the time you need that pace.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Messi. And he's forced to go back. And it's Molina. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he skips past his man. That is good strength. He's a sharp little ball here. And that should get the job done. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Played into space. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Fernandez. It's a pretty loose pass. In towards the back stick. Bullish header! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Paredes. Paz.
Se agregará un minuto al
Messi.
tiempo reglamentario.
And it's Molina. And it's Messi. Fernandez. For Messi. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So, half-time in the opener. So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Argentina clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Paredes. Paz. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. And Molina. And the return pass. This is a promising build-up. Tagliafico. Hangs in across. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Martinez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Very nicely done. Well, that looks a decent ball. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Tagliafico. Paz. And Fernandez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And he's had it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. Played out towards the right wing. And still we await the first breakthrough. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fernandez. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Molina. Molina, impressive jump! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Paredes. Paz. Played out to the left flank. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Cambio.
Cabo Verde can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. Showing great feet there. Lovely feet.
Cabo Verde clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That has been slung wide. Nicely shaped cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Argentina truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Martinez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's an excellent interception. Argentina are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rear guard. Time is getting away from them. Great vision. He's found the way through. That is lovely. Ball in towards the middle. Romero tries to clear, and the volley. Tagliafico. And it's Rodrigo de Paul.
Se agregará un
Romero.
minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Tagliafico. Romero. And Paz. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. The hostilities have already resumed. Now it's to Paul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's in a great position here. Messi. Paz. And it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. Tagliafico cuts it out. Romero. Paredes. Paz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely spread. Paredes. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Martinez. Not where it came from. And that's been drilled in. This looks... Shoots! And this is... Has another goal! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Messi. 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 Se va a realizar un cambio.
Well, there is some activity. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the breakthrough has come. Will it prove enough to get over the line? 15 minutes still remain. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
What a throw in. Driven in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And they've got rid. That's a simple one for the keeper. Molina. Argentina still ahead by the game's only goal. Molina. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that has put paid to that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, that's a big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. To Paul with the cross. And he's taking no chances. Goes for the shot! Deftly away. Oh, that's ambitious. Could move up a gear here. It's a good ball out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And that's played in low. And that is that. Argentina have done it. They are indeed through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think today was all about the result, Peter. You stay in second gear until you really need to step it up. That's the feeling I got here anyway.
Señoras y señores, se permite fumar solamente en las áreas indicadas en el mapa. Gracias.
So another step closer to the big business on this ultimate global stage for the game. And with it comes heightened expectations, heightened ambitions and aspirations. This place really is sparkling, the atmosphere as strong as the ultimate prize. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The strains of the national anthem of Australia. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? It's that familiar feeling again, Jim Beglin. Unerring focus, steely drive.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
So we're very much on the way now. Martinez! Oh, movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Argentina penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. That has been slung wide. Paz. Now it's Martinez. Nice bit of trickery. He's looking wide. Now it's Martinez. Now it's De Paul. Martinez. Paz. Takes a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Paz just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Irankunda, he's got away, tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Molina. And it's Messi. Burgess. Suta. And he's forced to go back. Burgess. That's going wide left. Molina. And it's Paredes. For De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Tagliafico. Burgess. He's in a great position here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving on and making good progress. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Burgess. And he cuts out the supply. Fernandez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Martinez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tagliafico. Tagliafico. Now this could be a chance. Lovely feet. Can he finish? And there's a goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Oh, that's well spotted. De Paul. Tagliafico. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Argentina sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So we're underway for the second half. Spread it left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's destined for the flank. Back towards the middle. Opts for safety. Paredes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Messi. And this is Messi. And that's Martinez! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Suta.
Spread out to the left. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Paz. Now it's Martinez. Paredes. Fernandez. This is a promising build-up. And it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Lovely, now then. Martinez! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Suta.
Time and again they are repelled. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Good effort from distance. Oh, shooting chance! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Can he get it through? Showing good feet. Australia have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. nice and easy for the goalkeeper. De Paul. Tagliafico. Paredes. And it's Fernandez. Molina. To Messi. Paredes. Molina. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driven in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Paz. There they go, hunting in tacks. That is good strength. Plays it in low. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Suta. That's Hrustic.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Paz.
Paz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's rather hopeful. And he's quick to get rid. That's a good foray he's making. That's a throw. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Irankunda. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's picked his way through. Skin chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for the far post. And it's claimed by the keeper. Hrustic. Burgess. Hrustic. Suta. Burgess. Now Irankunda. Played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Terrific effort! Final touch was poor. Otamendi. And he thumps it clear. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he should have made it 4. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Argentina are starting to look good, very good. They're certainly looking like a team with confidence, a winning team. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Argentina can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Señoras y señores, deseémosle todos un feliz aniversario de casado a un miembro de nuestro club.
So with barely any time to recover from the previous round of games, it's time to go again. Victory here would be a giant step towards the prize that everyone desires. It is quarter-final day. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So, time for the anthems. Was impressive. Both managers at pains to state that their teams aren't quite where they should be just yet. What did you make of that assessment, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of trying to keep their players in check, Peter. At this stage, your focus needs to be on what's in front of you right now, and you can't be thinking too far ahead.
So off we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. He's found a way past, threads one in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Paz. Well, that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Paz. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Fernandez. And it's Molina. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. Has kept his eye on it, and he's there. Romero is there to clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has been cleared. Argentina, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That has been slung wide. And that was very necessary.
Algeria really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those shapes to shoot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Tagliafico. And Paz. Tagliafico. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. No outsmarting him this time. Fernandez. And Paz. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Molina's cross. That'll be a corner. And that should get the job done. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Played out towards the right wing. Can he get onto this? Too much on that, it's gone out. Paredes. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. It's a promising position. They've played it short. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Now the cross. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Fernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's neat. Crossed into the box. Cleared without hesitation. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Turns back here, probably the best option. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Away we go again. So the first half brought no goals. De Paul. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Romero. Fernandez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
De Paul. Paz. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Not the most accurate pass. Martinez! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Fernandez! That's going to go a long way. Paz, looking to shake off, takes a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Can he spark a counter here?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. Lovely bit of skill. And he was alert to it. There's the header! He's got a goal! And there is your opener. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
The first breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Molina. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Played with finesse. Martinez! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. So no flag here. Otamendi can clear it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Martinez, over to the right flank. It's a goal kick. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Can he get it through? Knocks it out wide. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Argentina are out. They have fallen just as glory was coming into sight, and the sense of loss and bewilderment is all too clear. It's a painful one to take. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Donde encontrarán souvenirs del partido de hoy.